look like? Fuck. I guess I forgot to look in the mirror. Okay, so I decided this morning I'm going to do a Q&A on here. If you're wondering who my hairstylist is, I'm not going to tell you because this is pitiful. Yeah, just wanted to get on and chat because I thought it would be good. I'm sitting here watching cute dogs play. You can see mine. Look. I love going to the dog parks, and like the owners are all cool with letting everybody wrestle because like there's so much instinct there for them to play and for them to like pretend to catch things and for them to like hit their instincts as far as like being predator and prey and I mean whatnot. It's so cool. So when everybody lets them wrestle, I'm so happy. And it's adorable. And my dogs always do these like dance offs where they like juke each other. And I saw this thing this morning that said like if your dog attacks mine, you better know how to fight too. Like I feel that. There's days I feel that where it's like I don't know. You shouldn't always bring your dog to dog parks if they tend to fight, obviously. But, there's a lot you can do to still exercise them without having to put your dog in a position to fight or put other dogs in the position to have to defend themselves. I don't know. Whatever. I digress. Okay. Hey, Mitch. Thanks for the pool competition. I see you out there killing it first, and it made me want to see if I could still do it. The truth is I was a really good competitive swimmer and I didn't do anything with it, but like I spent so much time in the pool growing up. Like being in the water was everything. I loved it. So playing around, doing flips, like going up and down the underwater, finding new things to challenge myself. That's what this Prime Haul has me do, and it's so good for me. And I'm in this like rehabilitation process right now because I had some things go on, and I'm like healing and recovering, and that pool stuff is awesome. It's one of those things where you get in and you forget or you remember how much fun you had, and you're kind of like a little pissed at like the fact you haven't been in the water so long. So I encourage you guys to go get in. And I mean, it's one of those things where you get out and you never want to forget how much you liked it. So keep going. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to look at the questions and I'm going to answer some questions. I'm getting a bunch of emojis. So I'm in Spanish. Sorry, I wish I knew some Spanish. I knew some Spanish in high school. Now I'm a little off. When can you see me returning to the ring? Next few months. I'm working hard. Hi, Prime. This is my coach. He's a good deal. You guys should check it out. There's some really big things coming up with this underwater deep end fitness stuff. Like it's a big deal. It's a great find, and I'm so impressed with how I feel before I get in, and then after I get out, it's crazy. I like the pool training probably the most out of all the things I'm doing right now, and I have some crazy goals, and I can't even tell you guys what they are because I don't want you to you can't touch them. They're mine, And there's some people out there that literally their purpose on this planet is to instill doubt in other people, and you don't get to hear anything about what I'm doing, but I'll show you later. These dogs are really cute. There's what are those, labradoodle, snickerdoodle things coming in here. Alright, what else do we have here? Can you take... No. You know who you are? No. All these people asking to be brought into my live video. I did that one time before with the CBD distillery, and it was cool. We got to talk a lot, but it's not what I'm doing today. Sorry. Brazil. Thanks for offering to teach me Spanish. It's Portuguese there, though. Next week I'm going to be in New York. I have a really cool event that I'm going to there. I'm super excited about. I'll tell you more about it once I get there. We have some talking to do. Can I show my feet? I mean, I'm at a dirty dog park. But I know some of you be like that. I'm close to the beach. It's sandy here. There's shells. You can tell this whole ground is like authentic, dirty shell sand. Hold on, look at these friends making friends. It's a dance off. It's a dance off. I wish that's how everybody treated each other when they met. It's like, hey, what you got? What you got? Okay, freak out. It can all be fun. It can all be fun. Can you send me a canine shirt? Oh, hell yeah. I didn't see that before. Well, if your dog had pockets, what would you find in them? That is a great question. Wow. Let's see. The Malinois would have Kong's rope toys. He always brings me socks out of nowhere and wants a treat, because he did a good job. The Corgi, she's a little killer, so she would probably have like mice and rats and any animal she killed outside but that she wants to hide because she doesn't want you to take it away from her. Her breed, they're ratters, and so their job is to like patrol places and then go like get the little rodents and the little pests and kill them. So she's always on this search for animals, and it's been sad a couple of times. She's killed a couple little baby bunnies, and like you go get them from her, and she's like proud of herself, but you got to take them away, especially because they're rodents. I mean, who knows what they have as far as any kind of diseases or anything, but man, she's so proud of herself. She loves killing stuff. That's why I call her McKiller. She's a little killer. What else? What sports do I like? Randy, just kidding. I didn't even see what you said for you to even say just kidding, but I'm sure it was some bullshit. Hi, Nikita from Russia. The cage behind you is very fitting. You're right. It's actually short. I'm sitting. I'm a ground sitter. There's chairs everywhere, but I always prefer to kneel or sit. Oh, look who's coming. Who's this? Who's this big boy? Hey, here. Hi. Yes, sit down. Good boy. Good boy. That's my baby. That's my baby boy. I have so much responsibility. I am a single mom, being that I handle all of it myself, which I get very, very proud of. I mean, I have friends and support that I definitely can lean on and call on when I need to, but for the most part, like, I got a good rhythm. I also am handling and doing my best at keeping this elite level career going and fighting, and I took on not only the Corgi, who is the best dog in the world, she's my son's everything, but a Malinois, which if any of you guys have ever had one or know someone with one, they are a lot of maintenance and a lot of work, and not something that I would recommend for anyone that doesn't have the like spaces of time in the day to go and just run them and teach them and train them, because they are extremely driven. They want to learn. They want to be taken everywhere with you, which is so cool. I mean, he's got a purpose, so he's, it's very, very fun and very comforting to have him. But this dog is a lot, and some days when I look at my world and see everything that I'm doing, I do realize I have a lot going on, but it makes me happy to be handling it and to get it done. Did you like acting in the Fast and Furious movie? You might want to check your research on that one. Love from Orange, Texas. I like Texas. I got in a fight in Texas once, but like a real fight, not a commissioned fight. Long story, I'll tell you guys later. Someone thought I was Chris Cyborg there. They're like, we just saw Chris Cyborg get in a fight. I was like, yeah, her. It was her, definitely not me. Alright, what else? Wilder or Fury? I'm gonna say Fury. I don't know, what do you guys think? That's a good fight. That's an intense fight. Honestly, that's one of the most interesting fights for me to want to watch since McGregor and Mayweather. I'm not like a super big boxing fan, but this one definitely has my attention. Since your first fight, you're the reason I follow female fighters. You're my favorite from Canada. Aw, thank you. I'm excited to represent the women because we can fucking bring it. Like, for damn sure. I know you guys know that now, but at first it was really hard for us to be able to convince you guys. And there's a part of me that thought it was cool because, I mean, you don't want to see women hurting each other, which is awesome, but at the same time, like, to also combine it with, like, we shouldn't be there, that was a little bit, a lot bit of an insult, but I clearly know you guys know now. Like, we fucking bring it. Scrappy scrap. If I got to play one superhero, who would it be and why? God, I don't know all their names. I wish I would. I'll get back to you on that one. Watching these dogs. There's a pug, a Frenchie, a Chihuahua. Okay. Does swimming help you with MMA? I think becoming a better athlete at everything, the byproduct is you're good at everything. You know, I used to play around with all of these sports and do all these things. I was a great soccer player. I was a great swimmer. I was a great track athlete, volleyball, dance, wrestling, like all of those things. And it all contributes to me being able to learn new stuff. Like, I can tap into what it was like and muscle memory of each of those individual sports. And it helps me to figure out moves or figure out the cadence or the rhythm or the leverage of learning new things in MMA. Like, MMA is the youngest of the sports that I've done. And I'm definitely still a student, which is super fun. But I think becoming a better athlete across the board, becoming better at all of these different things, like, how can that not improve you at, you know, being specific things? Like, the stuff with the swimming, like, there's mental focus there, there's mental endurance, there's physical endurance, learning to control your breath and everything that you bring in the cage with you. I mean, knowing what you can and can't do is extremely helpful, especially in those moments of things being hard and heavy and later rounds or being in compromising positions. So, I mean, being a better athlete, getting good at shit you're not good at, I mean, that should tell you a lot about yourself. Okay. What else? Oof. It's my favorite quote. Oh. Probably something about food. It's not good. How's working with Mr. Coker and Bellator so far? They're awesome. They've been only nice. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm just wondering what's going on sometimes, because they're just good and they're nice and it's easy and it's mellow and they want to treat people good. They want to pay people good, and there's like, it's very cool and very different, and I'm excited to see what their plans are with their promotion, especially over the next few years, because they're really trying to provide like this honorable, comfortable, safe, competitive space for fighters. Is very impressive. I'm excited to see where all of that goes. 8 of you people asking to be in my live video. That's crazy. I don't even know you. Maybe sometime. Maybe another one of these live videos, I'll just start randomly pulling people up. That'll be fun. Y'all better behave yourself like a little. We better match, at least. If we could give a new fighter one sentence of advice, what would it be? as cliche as it is, like some days you are the hammer and some days you are the nail. Like there's days that have to suck, otherwise you don't get better. If you're the best person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Like you need people beating your ass too. You definitely need those rounds where you're learning, you're doing everything that you can, you're basically running a clinic on somebody, because you have all of these moves and you should figure out how and where they go, and like the body mechanics of somebody else. So you definitely need those people that are less experienced than you, but you also need to be getting your ass kicked, and you need to hate it. You need to hate it so much, and sticking with it. Like, man, there are definitely days that I leave the room and I'm like, what the fuck, like I hate this, but then I'm always so glad I went, and I keep showing up the next day. So it's not easy, it's not an easy career, but it's worth it. Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons too. The best fight was against Barb Honchek, who, it's crazy because I gained so much respect for that woman that day that I mean, she's one of my best friends, and it was the first fight I ever had that I couldn't finish someone. We went to a decision, and I mean, I landed some cool shit, she landed some cool shit, but it was very thug. Like, both of us had so much pride in trying to win, and after that we started training together, because I was like, I know she's going to be trying to kill me, so I better bring her in. And I keep her coming to every single training camp ever since, because I know she's going to try to get me. Like, I have to work. There's one time, I believe she got my back, and I was getting ready for a fight. Oh, it was cute. And she got my back, and I was so tired, and I was dead, and I was getting Shark Tanked, and she whispers in my ear, she goes, "Get out." And I had to fight the fuck out. Look at the Rhodesian Ridgeback. Oh. Super cute. Khabib or Ferguson? Damn, that one's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. I don't know. I know Ferguson, so I'm gonna pick Ferguson, because I'm like emotional like that. Like, I want the people that I've met or that have been nice to me to feel the feelings of a win that night. I don't know Khabib, so he's obviously really good, but that's not how I operate. Favorite submissions? The one that makes people go tap. I also want to do a huge shout out, because my jiu-jitsu wrestling judo coach, Justin Flores, he's a badass, and I know you guys have heard of him because he's coached some other incredible fighters. I inherited him from Ronda. It's fucking dope. And he just got his black belt this week. So I want to do a big shout out, because he's been black belt worthy for an extremely long time, but he got it. And I just want to also shout out that I got to be his first ass kicking after he got his black belt. So I get to go down in history as the first person he whooped up with that with that new accolade in his life. He got me good. It's another one of those some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail. I was in moments I thought I was a hammer, but you quickly reminded me via some face plants and sweeps and whatnot. Very talented man there. Hi. Yeah, J-Flow is bomb. So good. You can learn a lot from him, even just from his videos. He's very good. What else? Favorite striking combo you like to throw? I'm not going to tell you. Why would I tell you? I mean, you can watch. You can go see if there's a pattern in it. I mean, I would teach you if you wanted to take a private or something, but I wouldn't tell you. Then my opponent will know, and then that shit doesn't work. I don't want to be expected. These nuts. You guys, you know what? I did realize that the internet is funny. Like, there's some funny fucking people out there, and you don't ever get to meet anyone, but like some of the humor that I see, and just dry humor, sarcasm, like all of that. Like I get proud of us sometimes. I get really proud of us and what we're capable of as far as like some of that inside dark humor, or even, I mean, light humor too, but like I think we should give ourselves a pat on the back sometimes for our creativity with things being funny. Okay, alright, I'm gonna get going. I got something I gotta go do right now, but I just wanted to get on here and try this out and say hi to people, and we'll do this again.